Ukraine starts New Year with major attack on Russian troops. Ukraine has started the new year with a major attack that killed many Russian soldiers in their barracks, and with a defensive victory, its air force said it managed to shoot down all the Iranian drones Russia launched against Ukrainian infrastructure since the beginning of the year. Ukraine launched 6 artillery rockets at a barracks in Makivka, in the Donetsk region, using its US-supplied HIMARS system a couple of minutes into New Year's Day. 4 of the rockets got through air defenses, the Russian Defense Ministry admitted, striking their target. Russia acknowledged 63 deaths 2 days after the strike, later raising that number to 89. But video of the wreckage showed that the temporary barracks, a former vocational school, had been almost completely flattened, suggesting that casualties may be much higher and it may take time to extract bodies. Ukraine said the soldiers were being housed alongside a major ammunition dump, which detonated, and claimed an estimated 400 Russian soldiers killed and 300 wounded. The strike caused a furore among Russian military reporters and lawmakers, who called for the resignation of Denis Pushilin, the leader of the self-proclaimed Donetsk People's Republic, though he is not technically part of the Russian military hierarchy. Donetsk law enforcement tried to deflect blame by suggesting that the soldiers themselves were to blame for using their mobile phones, enabling Ukrainian electronic surveillance to track them. Preliminarily, the reason for the HIMARS hit was the active use of mobile phones by the newly arrived military personnel. The enemy, using the Echelon reconnaissance complex, revealed the activity of cellular communications and the location of subscribers, a source told Russia's TASS news agency. Brigadier General Oleksiy Gromov said Ukrainian ground forces had advanced 2.5 kilometers, 1.5 miles, towards the occupied town of Kreminna in Luhansk region over the last week of 2022, and were continuing to make progress. Military analysts have opined that if Ukraine were to recapture Kreminna and Svatov, both just a few kilometers from the line of contact in Luhansk, they could roll over a 40 kilometers, 25 miles, section of territory before reaching the next natural Russian defensive position in a counteroffensive similar to that which retook much of Kharkiv region last September. In the event of a breakthrough of the defensive lines of the Russian occupying forces on the Svatov-Kreminna line and, accordingly, the transfer of hostilities closer to the city of Luhansk, a significant part of the servicemen of the units of the 2nd Army Corps, especially among those mobilized for temporary occupied territories, plans to surrender, Gromov said. Luhansk Governor Serhiy Haidai said Ukraine could capture Kreminna as early as the beginning of 2023. Ukraine's military intelligence chief Kirilo Budanov told the BBC that the two sides were in an effective stalemate for now, and that hardware would make the difference. The situation is just stuck, Budanov said. We can't defeat them in all directions comprehensively. Neither can they. We're very much looking forward to new weapons supplies.